Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Have you ever just stared at a mountain of raw data and wished it could actually tell you what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, welcome to today's Explainer. We're demystifying Predictive Analytics AI. We're going to break down exactly how this tech acts like a literal, data-driven crystal ball, taking us way beyond educated guesses and giving us actual, highly accurate foresight.
For decades, right, organizations have been stuck operating in the past tense. Business intelligence used to just mean looking at data to see what already happened, basically doing an autopsy on a problem after the damage was already done. But now we can actually forecast future trends and behaviors. We're shifting from just reacting to yesterday's problems to proactively predicting and preventing them before they even happen. It's kind of like driving a car. Instead of staring in the rearview mirror to figure out where you are, you suddenly have high beams illuminating the whole road ahead of you.
Here's our roadmap for today's Explainer. We've got 5 parts. 1. Predicting the future. 2. Sales and marketing impact. 3. Securing the finance sector. 4. Improving healthcare outcomes. And 5. Integrating predictive AI. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Predicting the future.
So when we talk about a crystal ball, obviously we're not talking about magic here. We're talking about an incredibly sophisticated triad of tools working in total harmony. Predictive Analytics AI leverages massive amounts of your historical data, applies complex statistical models to hunt down hidden correlations in that data, and then uses machine learning to constantly refine its own accuracy over time. The synergy of these 3 things is where the real power is. The historical data gives you the raw experience, the statistical models provide the rigorous mathematical logic, and the machine learning? That ensures the system actually learns from every new piece of information it gets, constantly updating its predictions so they just keep getting sharper and sharper. And this completely flips how an organization operates day to day. Because it automates pattern recognition, it actually frees humans up from manually digging through endless, mind-numbing spreadsheets. You know the feeling. The AI flags these super subtle patterns that our human eyes would almost definitely miss, allowing you to anticipate outcomes with startling accuracy. Just imagine spotting a massive bottleneck weeks before it actually wreaks havoc on your global supply chain. Or think about addressing a customer complaint before they've even fully figured out why they're annoyed. That's the sheer power of predictive automation. It anticipates outcomes so you can mitigate risks and optimize your operations way before these events actually happen in the real world.
Okay, so we've got a handle on the mechanics and the theory behind it. But you're probably wondering, where's this technology actually driving impact right now? Let's take a look at 3 massive industries where this data-driven crystal ball is already totally rewriting the rules of the game.
Section 2. Sales and marketing impact.
In the commercial space, AI is basically playing both defense and offense. On defense, you've got customer churn prevention. The system is looking at historical behavior, purchase frequencies, and even really subtle shifts in how people engage, all to figure out exactly which customers are at risk of leaving. This lets your team swoop in and save the relationship before the cancellation ever even happens. And that's a game changer, especially when you remember it costs up to 5 times more to acquire a new customer than to keep an existing one. Then, on the offensive side, we have demand forecasting. This is where the AI predicts what product demand is going to look like across different geographic regions and changing seasons, so companies can completely optimize their inventory, streamline some seriously complex global logistics, and just outright prevent stockouts. You basically end up having exactly what your customer wants, exactly when they want it, without sitting on a mountain of excess inventory.
Section 3. Securing the finance sector.
Now, over in the financial sector, the stakes are obviously incredibly high. Here, the AI acts as this invisible shield and a master evaluator. Let's look at fraud detection. The AI isn't waiting around for some weekly audit to spot a problem. It's evaluating transaction patterns in real time, literally in milliseconds. The exact second a suspicious spike or some weird geographic purchase pops up, the vault door slams shut. It instantly prevents the fraud based on these massive historical models. At the same time, the AI is totally revolutionizing credit scoring. It takes a deep dive into an individual's or a business's income stability, debt ratios, and credit history, going way beyond your traditional FICO score. By doing this with machine learning precision, banks can accurately assess true creditworthiness. This opens doors for viable borrowers while drastically cutting down their overall default risk.
Section 4. Improving healthcare outcomes.
Now this next one is a beautiful dual impact scenario where this tech is literally helping to save lives. On the human side, we have patient outcome forecasting. By feeding patient data and complex medical records into the AI, healthcare providers can estimate readmission risks, predict how fast a disease might progress, and even forecast how one specific patient is going to respond to a certain treatment. It's bringing us remarkably close to truly personalized medicine. And at the exact same time, on the administrative side, you have resource optimization. The AI helps hospitals actually foresee incoming patient volume so they can perfectly manage their staff scheduling. And look, this isn't just about saving money. Making sure the exact right number of highly trained doctors and nurses are on the floor during an unexpected spike in volume, that directly improves the quality of critical care, all while lowering those frankly crippling operational costs.
Section 5. Integrating Predictive AI.
So how do we actually make all of this happen? You can't just flip a switch, unfortunately. You really need a structured approach. First off, you've got to identify the best machine learning tools and software on the market that actually fit your organization's scale and budget. Second, you have to define specific use cases tailored perfectly to your exact industry. Don't try to boil the ocean here and solve everything on day one. Focus ruthlessly on your biggest pain points. Maybe that's customer churn. Maybe it's supply chain delays. And finally, step 3. This is your absolute bedrock. Prepare your data. Listen, your AI is literally only as intelligent as the historical data you feed it. If your data is messy or siloed or just inaccurate, well, your future forecasts are going to be too. Figuring out how to properly clean and structure your information is the absolute foundational step if you want to predict the future accurately.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one vital question to think about. What area would you like to explore further? I want you to think critically about your own organization's biggest blind spots. If you had a data-driven crystal ball in your hands tomorrow morning, where's the very first place you'd point it? The future isn't just something you have to sit around and wait for anymore. With the right data and the right predictive models, the future is something you can actually anticipate, engineer, and ultimately shape.
Thanks for watching.